Once again, welcome you to the series of Indian polity and governments. Previous year asked questions in all competitive exams like civil services and one-day exams like SSC, Railway and more. So in this series, this is the second series of Indian polity and governments, and we are going to cover constitutional development. So this is the series, and in this series we'll cover many questions, and the session is helpful for all students who prepare for the civil services exams and one-day competitive exams like SSC, Railway and much more. So here we have the question is, which of the following are the principal features of the Government of India Act 1919? The answer is what? In Government of India Act 1919, there were features like the introduction of diarchy in the executive government of the provinces, and like devolution of legislative authority by the center to provinces. These both features were present in the Government of India Act 1919. So the answer is 1 and 3 both. And now we move to the next question. We have next question is, which of the following acts introduced the principle of constitutional autocracy? Which of the following acts introduced the principle of constitutional autocracy? The answer is the Government of India Act 1935, which brings principle of constitutional autocracy. Now we move to the next question here. The Indian legislature was made bicameral for the first time via the Government of India Act 1999. In Government of India Act 99, the Indian legislature was made bicameral for the first time. Okay, now we have next question here. Which of the following acts introduced a bicameral legislature at the center? At center, Act of 1919 introduced bicameral legislature at the center. So here we have the next question, and the 15th number question is, the power of the president to issue ordinance is a relic of, it is a relic of Government of India Act 1909, by which President of India issue ordinance. Okay, now we have the next question is, which of the act first time made it possible for Indians to take some share in the administration of their country? The answer is Charter Act of 1813, for which first time it made possible for Indians to take some share in the administration of their country. So here we move to the next question. 17th question is, the distribution of power between center and states in the Constitution of India is based on which of the following plan? Power of center and states in the Constitution of India is based on Government of India Act 1935, and many things are based on Government of India Act 1935. So this is a very important act. Okay, now we move to the next question, and the 18th question is, a federal system and diarchy at the center was introduced by a federal system and diarchy at the center was introduced in India by the Government of India Act 1935. So here there are lots of questions from this act, and the questions are repeatedly asked with this act. Okay, now we have the 19th question here is, the provision for establishment of All India Federation was included in, the provision for the establishment of All India Federation. It was included in Government of India Act 1935. Very important. This act, the act of the Government of India Act 1935. This is a very important act, one should remember. Okay, now we move to the next question. Our 20th question is, which of the following acts provided for a federal polity in India? Government of India Act 1935, it also provided a federal polity in India. Okay, now we move to the next question is, in the federation established under the Act of 1935, residuary power were given to, in the federation established under 1935 Act, the residuary power was given to Governor General. Okay, now we have the next question here is, in the federation established by Government of India Act 1935, residuary power were given to the Home, Governor General. These are the questions we are repeatedly asked in many exams. Okay, so this is very important. This question was asked in IS Pre 2018, and the previous question, question number 21. What was this? In the federation established under Act of 1935, residuary power were given to whom? It was given to Governor General, and it was also asked in UPPCS Mains 2018. So these questions are very important. We are going to cover in the series. Okay, and all the questions were asked in lots of civil services exams, and it was repeatedly asked. So the session is very important. Okay, now we have the next question. I think 22 question we have covered. Okay, now we have the next question in 2030 question number. Which one of the following is not an important and permanent constituent in the constitutional history of India as adopted in Government of India Act 1935? You know, the answer is a written constitution for the country. A written constitution for the country is not important and permanent constituent in the constitutional history of India as adopted in the Government Act of 1935. This is very important question. People get confused with this question. Okay, so now we move to the next, and next question is one amongst the following was not a silent feature of Government of India Act 1935. The answer is residuary subjects were allocated to provincial legislature. Okay, residuary subjects were allocated to provincial legislature, and this was not a silent feature of Government of India Act 1935. Okay, now we move to the next question. Here we have next question is, why is the Government of India Act 1935 important? You know, we have read 1935 Act many times. Okay, and the questions were repeatedly asked from this Government of India Act 1935. This is very important because it is the main source of the Constitution of India. Okay, it is the main source of Constitution of India, so it is repeatedly asked in many exams. And once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like and comment. Okay, because we need a lots of subscribers. Thank you once again for watching.